Hey, what's up guys? Jon here. I wanted to take a quick moment today and walk you through the gear setup that I was using in the most recent NRL Hunter match I shot. That was a Mason Valley Steel Hunter out here in Southern California. Great match. Loved the course of fire. The match directors, all the ROs, the competitors, everyone, worked real hard to make sure that the match went smooth and efficient, even with some, tricky weather that rolled in. So I shot it in the teams division with a good buddy of mine, Ethan. We ended up having a really good day and taking first place in the teams. So really happy with that. Really happy with the way that my gear performed for me. No big hiccups or anything like that. So diving right in. First piece of gear I want to talk about is my Bino harness and kind of this, like my go-to for every stage, right? I've got the Sentinel Bino harness from Stone Glacier. In it, I've got a set of Vortex Fury HD 5000s with the applied ballistics software. These are laser rangefinding binoculars, work great for me. I've got a 10-round accurate mag on this side with an accessory pouch. And then over here, I've got a rangefinding pouch that I use for archery hunting, but for NRL Hunter, I just throw a Kestrel in there or other little, things like that. But this is just a Kestrel 2500 for update and environmentals if I need to. And then I usually have a wet erase or two in here for my arm board. But again, that's the Sentinel Bino harness by Stone Glacier. Love that thing. Paired with my laser rangefinding binoculars, I have a Garmin Vortex 901. This also has applied ballistics software in it. Both Phil and I did a couple videos recently on our YouTube channel that talk a little bit more about this. Great piece of kit. I love it. It's just basically a digital arm board. Also does a bunch of other stuff, but that's really what I use it for. Also have a actual arm board with some hard dope in here. This is an arm board by Sunrise Tactical, and then the data cards are the 3x5 printouts. Those are available from Sun and Shadow. I really like the format that they have. They work great, and you can print them right at home. So hard dope doesn't lie, and it doesn't fail. As long as you waterproof it correctly. I also run just a real simple dump pouch on my belt. This just pulls right out of this little stuff sack. In the event, you have something you want to shove in your pocket, or in this case, a dump pouch. If you have some type of malfunction with your magazines or anything like that, you can take that bad source of ammunition, throw it in a dump pouch real quick, and then put a new source of ammunition in. Good to have. I run an extra mag pouch. The primary mag I pull to load is from my Bino harness. This is a backup. Again, it's another accurate mag 10-rounder, and then this is an Area 419 magazine holder. It works pretty well. You can adjust the tension here based off different magazine sizes. For ears, I'm just using Peltors. These are the ones I use for work. They are noise canceling and noise amplifying, so really nice to not have to scream at each other when you're shooting as a team. Me and Ethan are able to just basically talk to each other as we're relaying information. For bags, my go-to rear bag is a Armageddon Gear OG Game Changer with Get Light Fill. For the size of this thing, it's remarkably light, super versatile. I really like this bag as a rear bag. It is definitely my go-to. For a front support bag, I've also got an Armageddon Gear Game Changer. This is the Schmedium with the heavy fill. This is anytime I'm gonna use a front bag on some type of prop, tripod, or anything like that, this is what I'm running, the go-to. Some note-taking material. This is just a little collaboration that Area 419 did with Coltac. It's got some binder clips, 3x5s, a notepad, clipboard, and then I usually throw the course of fire documents that they hand out in here as well, so that I can refer to it later if I take some notes on stages that I did well or not so well. This is a bullet binder, also a collaboration between Coltac and Area 419. It holds about 120 rounds for me, so that was almost all the ammo I needed. I did have to throw some boxes in my pack just so I had enough ammo for the entire match in the event I shot all 8 rounds at all 20 stages. Thankfully that was not the case. So I have plenty of ammo left over for some practice sessions. Tripods I'm running, This is the Really Right Stuff TFCT 34L with the Anvil 30 ball head. This is my go-to shooting tripod. I love this thing. It's really compact for how robust it is, and it just offers a ton of versatility. Really love this tripod. Couldn't recommend it enough. Another tripod that I've been using is the Two Vets Recon V2 with the inverted leg sections. You can see collapses from the top, nice the bottom. I really like this tripod. I mainly got it to use for shooting, but also tripod rear. This match, I didn't really find myself in many situations where I was going to use tripod rear. There was, one or two, but I ended up just shooting without it and did fine. But I do plan to give that a little bit of love here in the future, definitely in my practice sessions, and then hopefully in another match coming up. A couple other little items that I have is a set of fix-it sticks. This is a larger toolkit that has like the AR-15 type stuff in it as well, and I've got a set of fix-it sticks levels and some other stuff. I don't necessarily take this whole thing in my pack with me, so I'll usually just throw like the bare essentials in a little Stone Glacier accessory pouch. They do, however, make precision rifle or bolt action rifle toolkits that are significantly smaller than this. This is just what I've got. So that goes with me everywhere though. I can't recommend Fix-It Sticks enough. Great set of tools. I also keep a sling. This is the SS Loophole sling from Hog Saddle. I've had this sling for quite a while. I don't typically use it during a match or any type of competition, but it's light enough, small enough, it goes in my pack in the event that I got a lot of walking to do and I want to sling my rifle rather than carry it on my shoulder or in my hands. I've always got some type of headlamp. This is just a real simple little Petzl headlamp. One of the days we did finish up pretty much at dark, so it's nice having something like this in your pack to where you can clean up your area with a little bit of light. I keep one of these little accessory pouches, usually in my pack with some extra ear pro, chapstick, batteries, rubber bands, and some electrical tape, things like that probably won't need, but in the event I do, I'll be glad I had it. So it doesn't take up much room, stays in my pack pretty much all the time. Also had a mub out there. I didn't really use it. I personally like to shoot off of a tack table or a mub with a front bag when I'm shooting off a tripod, but the stages in which I found myself shooting off a tripod required a lot of position changes or movement, so therefore I just opt to clip in. That way I could either move the gun and the tripod altogether, or if I took them apart or unclipped, all I'd have to do is manage the tripod and my rifle. And then last but not least, I carry a Garmin 0C1 chronograph out there with me with the Gray Ops arm that attaches to my arc rail on the bottom of my rifle. This allows me to get accurate muzzle velocities at any given time. I take this with me to the range every time I go, but it's nice to have, in the event I did have some elevation issues, I can slap this on the gun in a stage that makes sense to do so, and I can get accurate, up-to-date muzzle velocity, and then hopefully fix those issues if I did have some. Luckily, didn't have any. Gun was shooting pretty much lights out the whole time, so that was great. That covers it for the gear. The pack I was using is a Stone Glacier Approach 2800. Really like this pack for anything like 1 to 3 day type. On the waistband, I've got an accessory pouch over there that you can see here. I got a little hydration pouch. It's great, fits an Nalgene bottle perfectly, which is pretty much a good amount of water for an hour or two. And then it's got this exterior pouch here that my bullet ammo binder and my notebook and my mub slide right into nicely. You could also put a spotter in there if you were using one, but for this match I was not. And then on the inside here, it's got multiple pockets that run down basically the inside face that you can organize all your little things, as well as like a hanging pocket and a swing out pocket. Again, this is the Stone Glacier Approach 2800, great little pack. It's on the X-Curve frame. I really like this pack a lot. Used it for a few hunts this year, performed great, feels great, carries the weight really well. And then I also have another bag that attaches to that frame as well, which is the Sky Talus 6900. I used it on a backcountry hunt in Idaho this year, and it worked out great. Okay, and then lastly, talk about this guy real quick. So this is the rifle that I used for the match. It is at its core a Zermatt TL3 Action with a Proof Research carbon fiber barrel. It's chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor and 24 inches with a 1:8 right hand twist. On the front, I've got a Area 419 Hellfire match brake. That's the 4-port version. For bipods, I've got MDT Skypod double pulls. It's sitting in a KRG, or Kinetic Research Group, X-ray chassis with the enclosed forend that you see here. I've got a TriggerTech Diamond 2-stage with the flat shoe. And then on top, I've got a Vortex Razor HD Gen 3 6-36 by 56 sitting in a Spur 4001C unimount. And then on there you can see here, there is a Flatline Ops Halo X bubble level. That is my go-to level for sure. It's really quick to adjust, but also not finicky. Whereas if you make small adjustments, it's not bouncing all over the place. Really smooth, crisp reticle or level. I really like it a lot. So that, you know, really sums everything up. This is everything I had out there with, at the match. Like I said, it went really well. Me and Ethan were able to take home that first place spot for the team's division. Couldn't be happier with the way everything performed, so I just wanted to share it with you guys today. If you have any questions about any of this gear, you want me to dive a little bit deeper or answer some questions offline, feel free to reach out to me. It's thecadre.jon for Instagram, and then you can always reach me at jon@thecadretraining.com for email. So again, feel free to reach out with any questions you might have. Go check out our YouTube. You can see the more in-detailed videos that we did about, you know, NRL Hunter stage example, and then also the video Phil put out about the Garmin 901 and laser rangefinding binocular pairing and workflow. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. We'll see you on the range.